Just how we need water every day, your hair needs water every day. Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Chelsea and I post natural hair content and also a little bit of lifestyle content here and there. But in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how I grew my hair. I big chopped back in 2018, and I'm just going to talk about the steps that I did, the routines that I had in order to grow my hair from big chop to now. And I hope that it helps you guys in your natural hair journey. If you were at the same stage as me where you don't know if you want to big chop, if you've already big chopped, and yeah, just hoping that it can be of some sort of help. If it looks empty in the background, it's because we are moving from our apartment to our first home. So it is super empty in here and very echoey, but I'm hoping it doesn't sound crazy. We're just trying to kill time. We have an event today and we have a few hours before our event, and I'm like, let me film a video instead of just sitting around. So I'm gonna talk about my top 5 things that I've done to grow my hair from big chop. Number 1 was that I just cut all my permed ends off. Just cut it off completely. I was in my bathroom one day and I was transitioning from perm to natural, and it was just becoming so hard to deal with. My routine at that point was just washing my hair, braiding it, putting on a wig, or sometimes getting box braids, just whatever I could to not show that my hair was transitioning, but my hair was like low-key struggling underneath all of that. So I was in the bathroom one day and I was like, I'm just gonna cut it off. Like whatever happens, happens. I just wanna start fresh with no perms on my hair. So that is the first thing that I did. The second thing that I did was then form a routine of how I was gonna grow my natural hair. I wasn't comfortable wearing my short big chop hair out in public. I don't know what that stigma was at that time, but now I would have been so much more confident wearing my natural short hair. The women that have it look so good and they look so confident, and I just love it. But at that time I was not used to having short hair because I always had permed at least to my shoulder length hair, so it was something that I had to get used to and get adjusted with. So I made sure to form a routine so that my hair could start growing faster. So with that, I would not go more than 2 weeks without washing my hair whenever I would corn roll it. So my routine was still wearing wigs or getting box braids, but instead of like having the cornrows in my hair for like 3 to 4 weeks, maybe like a month sometimes, I would take it out no matter what. I would never go over 2 weeks. Sometimes I did it once a week, that was the majority, but if I was like busy or overwhelmed, I just did not let myself go past 2 weeks. So with that, that would be taking out my cornrows, washing my hair, deep conditioning it, sitting under the dryer, oiling it, putting creams and butters, making sure that it was really moisturized underneath that cornrow, so that it could grow faster. And throughout the week, I would take my wigs off. I would not sleep in my wigs. I wouldn't wear it if I wasn't going anywhere. So around the house, I would just have my braids and I'll put a wig cap on. And I would still, between each cornrow, moisturize it with moisturizer, oils, just making sure that it was never dry. And number 3, I just left it alone. I just kept that routine and I did not try and mess with it. I never straightened it, never blow dried it. I didn't try and do any silk presses, nothing like that. I just left it alone to grow. I just stuck with that same routine over and over and over again. Wash, condition, moisturize, put it in braids, put a wig on, or get box braids. I would not keep my box braids over 3 weeks as well, because I just wanted to make sure that it was growing as much as it could. With leaving it alone, it also comes with like the low manipulation hairstyles. Once my hair started growing a little bit more, I then would put it in mini twists all the time, take the twist out and have a cute little mini fro. And in that consistent routine that I found, it was using the LCO method, so liquid, cream, and oil. Some people do the other way, liquid, oil, and then cream. But with my low porosity hair, I needed to have a liquid, I needed to put a cream on there, and then I needed to seal it. Whenever I would do a liquid and then do the oil and then the cream, I feel like the cream kind of just sat on my hair versus really getting in there. So I would do a liquid, which was a water, and then a leave-in conditioner. any type of moisturizing cream, and then top it with oil after that, and then put it in a twist, put it in a braid, whatever the case was. So I literally kept doing the LCO method over and over again. You have to train your natural hair. Your natural hair needs training. So whenever my hair got used to me doing that routine over and over and over again, it became easier for me to detangle it. It became easier for me to style it and do the twist because my hair was used to me doing the same routine over and over again. So sometimes it may seem like it's hard and it's not getting anywhere, but you have to have that routine. I big chopped in 2018. It is now 2025. So what is that? 7 years of me developing a routine. And I would say it started to get easier maybe after like the second year. So it took a while. It took a while just because I went from permed hair to like a fresh start. Number 4 would be finding the products that work for you. I messed up in the beginning, and that's probably why it took me so long to train my hair, was that I just tried whatever I felt like was popular at the time. I tried Shea Moisture, Cantu, because I would see it everywhere, and like also it was lower priced than the other ones, and I would just force that on my hair, and my hair did not like those products. Nothing against Shea Moisture and Cantu, but my hair did not like it. The moisture wouldn't stick to my hair would be dry, and yeah, so it's really important to find the products that work for you, and sometimes that means it will be more expensive, but I started going to TJ Maxx or Ross or Burlington's, and they would sometimes have the products that I want for a few dollars cheaper. So I would go there or wait until Sally's had like a 50% off day. So I started buying the products that actually worked for my hair, and reading the actual ingredients, reading the description about it, if it's supposed to promote moisture. I would look at reviews to see if girls with my type of hair had success using that product. And that took a while too, to find what products worked for me. But once I found like the products that worked for me, I never wavered because I just wanted my hair to grow. And the products that worked for me was As I Am, TGIN, the Dew Design Essentials. I stayed using Design Essentials and TGIN probably the most whenever I first went natural, and then I ventured out to the Dew and to As I Am. As I Am, I used that a lot as well. They had a buttercream moisturizer. I stayed using that. I really need to get back on that and bring that back into my routine. But I used a lot of creams, a lot of butters, with those brands in particular, and I'm pretty sure there are other brands out there who have really great butters and creams. Those are just the ones that were always at my TJ Maxx and always at my Marshalls and Home Goods and Ross, so that's what I stuck to, and it worked for my hair. My hair loved it. Finding the products that work for you are so important, and then sticking to it. Maybe try a new product after a month or so, but give your hair at least a few weeks with that same consistent routine, same product, and then you'll see your hair change from there. And number 5 is moisture. Moisture, moisture, moisture. You have to do it. And it can get so easy when your hair is in cornrows, when your hair is out like this, when your hair is under a wig, when you have box braids. All the things where your hair can kind of not get moisturized. Moisturization is so important. So even when you have box braids, having a spray bottle and putting like deep conditioner in it and oil and water and warm water, shaking it up and spraying it on your roots and like moisturizing it and pressing it into your braids. Even something like that, so simple. When you have a wig, take your wig off every now and then and put Blue Magic or oil, whatever works for you. Put it through those cornrows, put it on your scalp, massage it in there so that your hair is getting the moisture that it needs. Deep conditioning weekly, bi-weekly, whatever works for you, but at least deep conditioning, at least 2 to 3 times a month. Putting that moisture back in your hair, especially if you live somewhere like me in Texas where it's hot, your hair gets brittle and your hair gets dry. You have to keep it moisturized. And I still struggle with that sometimes when my hair is out and I've had a twist out for a while. This is actually day 6 of a twist out. Day 6 is crazy, but even then, still taking some time to put some oil on my hands, rubbing it together and pressing it like a praying method on my hair, and then I put my little scrunchies on and my bonnet on. And a lot of times I will also just have my bonnet on around the house, because even just your hair pressing against the couch can dry it out. Something that simple. So just always being cautious of how your hair is retaining that moisture, even if the moisture is water. You can also get a spray bottle and add, like I said, some deep conditioner, some leave-in conditioner, some oil, warm water, mix it up, spray it on your hair. Something that simple, just as long as your hair is getting some type of water. Just how we need water every day, your hair needs water every day. And with that will come the length, because now your hair is growing because it is getting fed so much. Just how when I eat a lot, I get bigger. Just how you feed your hair a lot, it's gonna grow and it's gonna thank you for that. And I know that I said 5 things, but one more thing would be, do not compare your hair to anyone else's. Let your hair journey be your hair journey. That is another thing that I struggled with. I would see how quickly women's hair was growing and mine wasn't growing at that same rate, or I would see that they tried a product that was just so popular and I tried that product and my hair hated it. I would just see, oh, their hair is so big, like it's so full, like I'll never get there, I'll never reach that potential because my hair is still the same length that it was last year. You know, things like that. I started comparing myself to other women and I just wanted to give up on my hair and not even try. Just put a wig on and just let it go. But once I started being consistent and once I found the products that my hair loved, and I like took my first twist out down and I like went and did a little photo shoot. I'll insert a picture whenever I learn how to edit. I'll insert a picture of like the photo shoot that I had that just like changed the game for me. And I posted on Instagram and did a little hashtag natural hair, hashtag type 4 hair, like hashtag twist out. And it was like one of my most liked Instagram posts. It wasn't like thousands of likes, but like it was over 100 in it, and I never got like over 100 likes before. And I was like, all right, hold on, like this is kind of eating, like people are liking this, like I felt confident, and I started to feel confident, and it was just my hair journey, you know. And I just stopped comparing myself to other women's hair after that, because I found my routine. I found what worked for my hair. I found what made me feel confident, and once I started doing that, my hair started growing and thriving because there was no pressure that I was putting on my hair. Like I wasn't like, okay, let me try something new next week, let me try something else next, let me try a new product this week. No, like just let your hair do its thing. As long as it's getting the consistent moisture and the consistent product, the consistent routine, the consistent detangling and twisting out, it'll grow. You just got to work with it. You know, you can't force it to do anything that it doesn't want to do. But yeah, those are all of the things that I did to help my hair grow, and I'm hoping that this was encouraging for some of you guys as well, of things that y'all can do to help your hair grow and thrive and just to be the best that it can be. And once your hair grows and you now have this routine, your hair is trained and it knows what to expect, you can then start diddle-daddling and diddle-daddling. You know what I'm trying to say? You can then start dipping your toes in the water of new products and seeing how they work for you. And if they don't ever use it again. You know, even if you had to unfortunately pay a lot for it, maybe give it to someone else. It might work for them, but you don't want to like ruin your hair. You don't want to set yourself back. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I hope it was helpful to you guys in your journey and in your natural hair journey, wherever you are, whatever stage that you're in. And hopefully I learned how to insert pictures in videos, and I will insert some pictures of just how my hair grew from 2018 all the way to what it is now in 2025 over these 7 years, and just the growth that it endured each year took me by surprise once I started just being consistent. And if you're also wondering what products I use for today's twist out, I use a brand called She's Made. They're a Christian brand, which I love, and I use their leave-in butter for this twist out. I'm actually gonna have a video probably on my TikTok only of me using their leave-in butter. And again, I said this is day 6 in Texas heat. And yesterday, actually like all last week, we moved at least 3 days out of the week sweating, and my hair still looks like this, like, and it still has like movement. You know, it would have gotten, sorry, it would have gotten stiff by now, you know, using certain products. So this is probably gonna go in the routine for sure, for sure. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please like, comment, and subscribe, and also share the video if you think someone else could benefit from this. I hope you guys have a beautiful Sunday. That is the day that I'm filming this. Don't know when I would post it, hopefully soon once moving dies down, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thank you guys so much for watching.